The Tampa Bay Buccaneers brought in 4 players for workouts, continuing to churn out the bottom of their roster and their practice squad. Let's talk about it. Shout out Sleeper, by the way. More on them a little bit later on in this video. So, the Bucs worked out 4 players, 2 defensive linemen and 2 linebackers. The first player that we're going to be talking about is Travis Bell. He actually played at Kennesaw State, was a 7th round draft pick of the Chicago Bears. Now, I don't believe he has logged any snaps this year. He has not, nor did he log snaps in 2024 or in 2023. But he's been around the league for a little bit. It looks like he was most recently with the Minnesota Vikings in the NFL. And whenever we take a look back at his 2022 grades and really just his overall grades in college in general, there's a lot to like there, everybody. Let's take a quick look at this. Pretty impressive, right? Now, I know he was playing at Kennesaw State, but the dude dominated at Kennesaw State. An 88.9 run defense grade in 2022. A good pass rushing grades as well. Just overall great defensive grades his final 2 years of college football. So shout out to him for that. 6'1", 310 pounds is Travis Bell. And I know he's bounced around to a couple of teams and whatnot in the NFL. Hasn't really found his footing per se, but he is certainly a fit for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in terms of what they look out for defensive linemen. A bigger defensive guy who can be a good run stopper, little bit of a pass rusher as well. It's exactly the type of guy that the Bucs look for. Now, the next guy I want to talk about here is actually Keith Cooper Jr., who played at Houston. He was undrafted in 2025. He did end up going to the Detroit Lions. He's 6'5", 280 pounds. Now, whenever we take a look at the overall grades in his final couple of years at Houston, he actually was formerly of Tulane before Houston. It's not bad. I mean, he really did a solid job in his last year at Houston. Good run defense grade, good tackling, not offering much as a pass rusher, and then a little bit in coverage as well. That 2023 Tulane tackling grade is grim, but after that, hey, he had some good tackling grades as well. If the Buccaneers ever brought him in, it's not going to be because he's a good edge rusher. It's because they would need some special teams help. That seems like what a guy like Keith Cooper could offer. He's a solid tackler, does help out in run defense as well, but ultimately, this looks like a guy that would very likely be a special teamer for the Bucs if they brought him in. The next player that we are going to be talking about is Titus Leo, who is formerly an edge defender out of Wagner, the Wagner Seahawks. Very interesting, huh? Now, he is a former 6th round draft pick in the 2023 NFL draft of the Indianapolis Colts. It's probably Wagner, right? But German and stuff. But you take a look at this man, and he was doing pretty good for Wagner when he was there, okay? I mean, that pass rush grade is solid. Run defense is solid as well. Not a great tackling grade in 2022, but you know what? It is what it is at the end of the day. This is a guy, I mean, and look at this. I get he only played 72 snaps in 2020, but a 92.8 pass rushing grade, that's awesome, right? And he was a draft pick for a reason by the Colts. So, hey, they had some faith in him that he could be something at the NFL level. Now, I'm curious to see if he has any snaps. He has 9 defensive snaps for the New England Patriots in his NFL career. But hey, got a little bit of pass rush in there. I mean, a 68.2 pass rush grade, 68.6 defensive grade. So he's only played 9 snaps in the NFL. But you know what? I mean, hey, this is a guy where he showed up in college. I mean, he really did. So if the Bucs did want to take a bet on him, 6'4", 245 pounds, hey, maybe bring him on the practice squad. He has a good amount of pass rushing experience. Seems like he did some good work in college. Again, I know it's for the Wagner Seahawks, but I mean, why not, dude? Why not? I mean, just bring in anybody, dude. I just try out anybody for pass rush. So if you're watching this video and you're like, hey, I could be a pass rusher for the Bucs. Go ask. Why not? I mean, I want to see anybody out there at this point, man. The final guy that the Buccaneers brought in for a workout was Mr. Benton Whitley, formerly of the LA Rams. Most recently, it looks like he was with the Arizona Cardinals, 6'3", 260 pounds, was an undrafted free agent in 2022, so he's a little bit up there in age, so to speak. Now, I'm curious, he has no snaps in the NFL. Okay, so he has no snaps in the NFL. Where did he play college ball? He played for Holy Cross, the Holy Cross Crusaders. There you go. And whenever you take a look at his grades, man, that 2021 was solid for him. I mean, a pass rushing grade of 91.9, elite defense grade, elite run defense grade. He was looking good, man. He was looking good at Holy Cross. So I wonder if this was somebody that one of the coaches was interested in during the 2022 NFL draft. You know, maybe they were interested in Titus Leo during his draft. It's probably what it was for all of these guys, right? But I would say that Benton Whitley and Titus Leo have a little bit of potential here based on the last couple years of their college days, but they have been in the NFL system in a while now. So do you consider them veterans? Technically, yes, they've been around the NFL block, so I guess you consider them veterans. So we'll see if the Bucs ultimately bring any of these guys in. They're always churning stuff. They're always kind of looking and poking around. They didn't make a move on any of these guys, so, you know, it is what it is, but we'll see if any of these guys are brought back in later on down the line. One more thing before we end off, everybody. I do want to say shout out to Sleeper, the proud sponsor of this channel. You guys can see right over here, making picks is just as simple as hitting a couple of buttons. If you guys do use the code MrBucs, you will get a 100% match up to $100, and just for signing up, everybody, you get $20 for free. Simple as that. So make sure you go download the Sleeper app today. Enjoy football the way it was meant to be. That is together. Huge shout out to Sleeper, everybody. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream, but until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.